Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've done an opening little statement like this. As you can see, I'm doing comfy today. I don't really have the motivation, but my kitchen is, I don't want to say destroyed, but it needs help. Yesterday, I was super lazy. My husband got called into work, so he took off. The girls did some baking of a cake and some cookies, and I ran the dishwasher and then just sat down to watch a movie and my YouTube videos and everything else. So today is Thursday. My husband's at work. The girls are doing their own thing, eating lunch. So I'm gonna start in the kitchen. Don't mind my hair. Like I said, I just put it up, got it out of my face, covered it up because I need to shower later. But I'm gonna get hot and sweaty as I'm cleaning, and it's gonna be about 82 today. So sorry if you hear the girls in the living room, but it's summer and I don't really care. So let's start in the kitchen and then we'll work our way around the house.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. Guitar. Yeah. All right. Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. Ha. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. Woo!
So now the dishes are done, and I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe off the kitchen counters Does anyone else's dog like to be right at their feet nonstop? I love it, but I'm tired of tripping over them nonstop and messing up my back every single time.
Okay, let's go. I'm chasing dreams, I'm chasing light. Pushing boundaries, taking flight. I keep my head high, never look back. No stopping now, I'm on the rise. I'm versatile, yeah, I'll flip the script. Changing the game, baby, I'll never slip. Head up, I'll move it right to the top. Every door I open, I'm ahead of my time. I'm breaking new ground. You wonder how.
So here, as you can see, I had Barkeeper's Friend sitting all over in this cookie sheet just because we had used it for baked potatoes the night before and the oil had dripped down, but when I went to wash it off, it would not come off, and it was like that sticky feeling to it, so it was driving me nuts. So I used the Barkeeper's cream paste and I just let it sit on there for a few minutes and then went back and scrubbed it and then let it sit a little bit longer while I went into the living room. My daughters were all over in the living room. They had their cushions out to make forts and then had their pillows and blankets out from the night before, as you can see. And since it's summertime, they just basically took over the whole living room. And so on this day, I had them cleaning up their rooms and getting ready for the day, even though we weren't doing anything on this day. And then I think their friend even ended up coming over for a little bit. And so they went outside to play for a few hours, which was great. I'm always very thankful when they get outside and play. They don't do it very often. They don't like the heat and they don't like the bugs. So it's very difficult for them to be outside and play. Next summer, I definitely want to get either a trampoline or a pool or something just to get them outside more. But this year, we're just rolling with it. And I'm a homebody. I like being at home. I'm okay with it. It's my comfort area. But I had to get rid of all of the half-drink water bottles and everything else that they went through. But then I definitely wanted to scrub this pan, and I don't know if I left the cream paste on a little too long or what, but it ended up coming out pretty stinking clean. All of the oil gunk came off just fine, and it looked a lot cleaner than what it did when we actually started using these. So I was pretty impressed with that. I saw something on Pinterest where you can use baking soda, Dawn dish soap, and something else for like a cream paste, and that's supposed to help too. So I might try that next time, but for the time being, the Barkeeper's Friend cream paste worked perfectly. And then of course, after rinsing it off, I went in with Dawn dish soap and made sure to scrub all of the cleaner off. And then I made sure to use my gloves so that way I could have the water as hot as it could possibly be, just to make sure to rinse all of it off thoroughly, because that's one thing that I'm always worried about is the cleaners getting into our food and stuff. And normally I'll use tinfoil and I'll cover the pans, but tinfoil's getting kind of expensive, my husband was pointing out, and so he's trying not to use tinfoil as often. Plus, again, who knows what the tinfoil is actually putting into our food. So it's a process, and it's definitely something different for me, but it'll all work out in the end. And I was just very thankful that I got as much stuff done on this day as I did, just because I was not feeling very motivated, but once I started, I couldn't stop. I just kept finding little things that I wanted to get done. And then I noticed, of course, all the dog fur and everything else around the house. So I definitely needed to vacuum the living room. And you'll see here in a second, I had to empty the vacuum halfway through and then finish vacuuming all over again and then emptied it for a second time. I don't know how it is if you have pets and how much fur you guys get, but it boggles my mind every single time I vacuum just because it fills up the canister multiple times. And you wouldn't think that there was that much just because you can't really see it on the rug, but it's there. And then after a while, it makes my house smell like dogs, which if you've been here for a while, you already know the dogs and cats are my family. We love them dearly, but I don't like the smell of animals in my house. So it's definitely a daily struggle that I'm working with, but it is what it is, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
Friday night, yeah, I'm going out to forget how he did me wrong. Triple crowns packed, but I'm alright. Gonna let myself let go. I didn't live up to his standards, but he didn't come close to mine. I was too much for him to handle. Yeah, right. I wasn't his kind of a woman. Didn't fit into his mold.
Alright, so here I actually was not planning on doing this, but I remembered that I had a free sample of all-in-one paint that I planned on using for the kitchen, but it wasn't exactly the dark green that I wanted. So I set it in the shop, and then I realized that I still had paint, and I've been eyeballing this laundry room because it needs something different. So I figured I would at least try to paint the cabinet doors and see if that actually gives me the different look that I was hoping for. You'll have to let me know what you think down in the comments, but it definitely took multiple coats. So I don't know if it was because the cabinet doors were so shiny and smooth, which I'm assuming that had something to do with it. But after doing multiple coats, you'll see it throughout this video. But I ended up doing, I think it ended up taking 3 or 4 coats to get the front of the cabinet doors fully covered. And at first I was really worried about it because the first coat obviously I knew wasn't going to go on full on coverage. But then after I did the first couple coats, I kind of liked it. And by the end, I'm very happy that I ended up painting them. I definitely need to paint the rest of the laundry room, let alone the rest of the house, just because the paint is more of a yellowish cream color. So it gives it like the dingy color vibe. So that will definitely be one of the upcoming projects that is on my to-do list. But I am so happy that I painted the cabinet doors. I need to get some cabinet handles or pulleys or whatever you want to call it. But I ended up, while I was waiting for the first coat to dry, I put the dishes away and then started dinner. So I was bouncing back and forth throughout this whole little segment here. So I do apologize how it jumps back and forth, but I am a multitasker. I'm actually very impressed that I finished painting because most of the time I do start a project and then I stop halfway through, and then my husband will go in and finish it because it drives him crazy. But I am talking to my doctor and trying to figure something out about that. But like I said, I'm very happy with how it turned out. So make sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. And give me some ideas on how to revamp the laundry room. It's just a little section tucked away in there. So I don't know exactly how I want to do it. Part of me, because I do look on Pinterest quite a bit, part of me wants to like put some doors up, but then it would seem like it would close it off too much. And then part of me just wants to make it all part of that one little, I don't know, I call it the laundry room, but it's one utility area. I definitely want to do something though, because it drives me bonkers having it in this little area and all of that. I just am not very, I don't make up my mind very well. And I like to change things a lot, but I don't want to keep painting. So I need to come up with something. I've even used ChatGPT and had them try to come up with some ideas. And that's actually why I thought about painting the cabinet doors. But it ended up working out all right. Now I just need to figure out the rest of the area. I thought about putting a shelf above the washer and dryer, but as you can see, the cords are kind of in the way. And so wherever I would put the shelf, there wouldn't be enough room to really set anything up on the shelf for like decorative type of stuff. So I don't exactly know what I'm gonna end up doing there. So if you have any ideas, let me know, please, because like I said, I'm not very good at the decorating part of everything. I'm all about doing home projects and updating and making it look fresh and pretty and all of that. But I definitely need some help for finishing it. I was thinking about doing the alabaster color to brighten it up, but then I also need to do something with the wood trim around the cabinet doors. And again, I'm not very good at all of this. I might use ChatGPT and see what they come up with now that the cabinet doors are green. But I definitely want to get some sort of new shelf thing for my purse and keys because that looks horrible. And then I need to get some new artwork to put up on the walls. I did make the signs to the left, and it's just the cheapy Dollar Tree signs that I repainted, and I don't even know what it's called. I don't know. I was going for the farmhousey old look at the old house, so I don't really know what my new vision is. So if you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments.
She don't need promises, she just wants the truth. She brings the calm just like a quiet prayer fills the room. Kisses like Sunday, fights like Friday night. And I'd go to hell and back just to hold her tight. She slips right through my hands and shows up like nothing's changed. Yeah, she's wild when she wants, like she's never coming down. There's a storm in her blood, but I see heaven in her brown eyes. It kills me every time. She don't belong to anyone, but she's a little bit mine. dancing like no one's watching, barefoot spinning round. A firecracker, 4th of July, she's moving at the speed of sound. She makes it look so easy as she walks away. Can't help but wonder what will make her stay. She slips right through my hands. Wonder if she'll ever change. Yeah, she's wild when she wants, like she's never coming down. There's a storm in her blood, but I see heaven in her brown eyes. Oh, it kills me every time. Yeah, she don't belong to anyone. She's a little bit mine. Yeah, a little bit mine. Yeah, she's wild when she wants, like she's never coming down. There's a storm in her blood, but I see heaven in her brown eyes. Oh, it kills me every time. She don't belong to anyone. She's a little bit mine. She's a little bit mine. Just a little bit mine. Mm-hmm.
Here, after I had done all of the edges of the doors and stuff, I realized that the rolling brush wasn't getting towards the inside edge of everything. So I actually went to the arts and crafts section of our house that my girls have in the closet. And so I just grabbed one of their little paintbrushes and ended up using that to fill in all the little areas that needed to be fixed or that didn't even get painted with the roller. And I was surprised that it actually worked pretty well. I did not, however, paint the top of the doors just because I don't like heights very well and didn't want to stand on the washer and dryer. And honestly, we're so short that we can't even see the top of the cabinet doors. So since I didn't want to take the doors all the way down, I just left it. That's part of my lazy painting. But just by looking at it, you can't tell whatsoever. So I was just using the paintbrush, doing some touch up on the edges, and then I called it good for the night.
You know I want you close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own. We ride around in style, sleeves rolled up, glasses on, and then you make that smile and my heart starts racing when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Can't get enough of this, being with you, it's like never ending sunshine. Feels like every...
Now we're moving on to the next day, and when I woke up, I had put the bedding into the washer just because our little healer dog still is having a couple little messes at night. But thankfully, she's almost done wearing her diapers, and it will be so much better because then I can give her a bath and make her all clean again. But I try not to hold it against her just because it's all part of life, even though I feel bad for her, and it is kind of annoying, but She's doing all right with it, but I wanted to make sure to get our bedding clean. So I had that go through the washer, and then now I'm just remaking the bed and getting it all situated. I really need to get in here and sweep off the rug and dust and everything, but that'll be for the next video. I did not feel like doing it on this day just because I had done so much the day before, and so I was just trying to get all of the finishing touches done. How often do you guys go in and clean up your room? I normally do it every couple weeks, but honestly, I think I need to do it like once a week just because with all the dog fur and everything, I know it's gonna be bad no matter what. But here, so I was watching Cambria on YouTube, and she had cleaned her son's video game chair, which then gave me a reminder that I have not cleaned our dining room chairs since we moved in, and at our old house I used to do them at least once a month. But here we don't really eat at the table all the time, which I know some people might not like that, but it is what it is, honestly. We don't even really always eat at the same time anyways. And so the boys eat in their rooms most of the time. The girls will eat, and I won't eat at the same time, but I'll still be with them when they're eating, and I'll be in the kitchen and stuff. Or they'll eat in the living room and watch a show or whatever. But I knew that I needed to at least clean these chairs. As you can tell, there were spots all over. And it's not like it was super gross, but after shampooing them and just seeing how dirty they truly were, it made me feel really grossed out because most of the time our cats are sleeping on them under the table anyways. And so I knew that there was going to be cat fur and all that from them anyways. So I just wanted to go in and give them a good deep clean just because I knew that they at least smelt like animals. And like I said, I'm trying to make it to where my house doesn't smell. So I don't know. I thought it was a good idea, and I am so thankful that I did this. Like I said, I don't do it often enough at all, but it's definitely one thing that I want to do at least every couple months, especially closer to the holiday season, just because that's when we do all the arts and crafts and everything else. And then for when the girls get ready for school and stuff, they do eat breakfast at the table. I'm trying to think of a way to where we can at least make it to where we're all at the table at the same time, but honestly, it just doesn't work for us. I don't eat at the same time as my family usually, especially when I'm at work. My husband will make dinner while I'm at work, and then I eat later on when I get home. And that's 3 days out of the week. And then 2 of the days he's gone, and I'll just hang out with the girls while they're in the kitchen. And then the other 2 days, we're just kind of going and doing our own things anyways. But it's definitely something that I wish we could do, but our schedules and stuff, like our 16-year-old son, he's going to start basketball here soon, and so then we'll have basketball games and he'll have practices, so then he won't be here for dinner all the time, and scheduling is just crazy. So I don't exactly know. I just kind of go with it, but it is what it is. It's just all part of life. I'm just very glad that I did end up getting this project checked off of my to-do list, and it's definitely going to be something that I need to put on my schedule at least every other month because After seeing the chocolate milk colored water after all this, you'll see it, but it definitely grossed me out. Let me know if you guys do this. Eventually, I would like to get a circle table just because I feel like it would fit better in our dining area. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below.
When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass among the flowers. We just let the days pass by. People would tell us to get a grip of ourselves and get a job. We didn't care what we were told, 'cause when we were younger, we used to sit on the grass and go, damn, I don't wanna grow old. I wish I could turn back time. Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It wasn't possible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free. When we were 17. When we got older, we tried to stay in touch, but we had to move on. Life ran away from us. If I could go back, be 17 again, yeah, I would, just to see all my friends running around the city, acting crazy like we used to do. I wish I could turn back time. Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It wasn't possible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free. When we were 17. When we were 17. When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass and go, damn, I don't wanna grow old. Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It wasn't possible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free. When we were 17. When we were 17.
Okay, so this is the last chair that needed to be clean, and I was so happy that I was done with it. Here in a second, I'm going to pop up a before and after photo, and it made such a huge difference. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock with how dirty the water was right here, but the video is just about done. I appreciate you being here. If you're not, please consider subscribing down below, hitting the like button, sharing it with your friends, and until next time, Bye, guys.
Isn't this a good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Shown leave it good sides. Always pretty.